Hello, everybody. Jess Lose with SBCA Structural Building Components Association once again for a weekly update. It is April 7th, so happy April. We're into the middle of it already, or almost anyway. And a couple updates. One, Ann Hayter, I believe her husband is Jeff Hayter with WB Components out of North Dakota. Congratulations, you were the one that won the bracket challenge. So you picked as many games right as possible with a really crazy NCAA tournament. I heard that you don't even watch basketball that much, but however, whatever your method was, it worked out. So I'd also be curious to know, since you're in North Dakota, if you're a North Dakota State fan or University of North Dakota, or maybe even Minot State. I think you guys are from Minot. I follow Jeff on LinkedIn. I see a lot of cool trusses coming out of there. I'd suggest you do the same because they do some big ones and they do some cool stuff. So go ahead and look them up if you can, or if you'd like to. Beyond that, one thing that we do need to talk about is BCMC. Registration for exhibit space is going really well. Actually, we're outpacing last year. It looks like it's going to be a great show. But with that, we are getting into some of those areas to where you better act quick. Don't wait to the deadline to register for exhibit space. Don't wait for, longer. If you're wanting to get in there, make sure you're talking with Ashley Newes on our staff to where you can kind of get your needs met. If you wait too long, you might miss out. It is one of those things where we had to reschedule from 2020 in Columbus. So we don't have our typical exhibit halls that we have there. We're a little confined. It's going to be bigger than last year, but it's one of those things that if you're wanting specific space, or you're wanting, to make sure even expand your existing booth, make sure you're talking with Ashley early and often on that. So with that, BCMC, it's right around the corner. It's in September this year. So we're looking ahead to that. With that, I'll plug our events. We've got a number of events listed at our, I believe I put it in the chat or in the brief bio thing down below. So there are a lot of things coming up, different parts of the country. We've got the skeet shoot in Texas coming up. I believe that is in 2 weeks from today. We've also got a Northwest Truss Fabricators golf outing. We also have the Capital Area golf outing. So if you're in the middle, the left, or the right of the country, wherever you're at, there's something near you. We also have a Framer Council golf outing coming up. We were talking about that yesterday on the Framer, the steering committee is what guides the Framers Council there. That meeting was yesterday. Another thing we talked about was membership with Framers, and we had a couple join. We appreciate that. We're looking for Framers as we are component manufacturers and associate members for our association. But the cool thing about that is the two Framers that had joined in this last cycle, they were referred to NFC by component manufacturers. And they got me thinking, component manufacturers are the logical step to refer their customers. Now, if they're not technically a framer, but they're doing framing things, framing walls, setting trusses, installing your product, obviously we're selling a bunch of trusses as our members of the association. Somebody's installing them. Recommend NFC. It's a cool organization. They are really trying to improve, the sophistication of the framing community. Also, they've got frame safe access to that. And I was looking at the pricing this morning for, the 1 to 300 units, which I guess if you were to build 200 houses, that's that many units. It's probably more, skewed to the multifamily, but it's probably less than $600 to have NFC access as membership and the frame safe access. So look into that. It's a really cool safety program. We're going to, constantly updating that. Kenny and Molly from our staff are looking at different ways of increasing the sophistication of the frame safe manual there. So I would encourage you to look into that. Beyond that, with that BCSI, always something to be on everybody's desk, like it is mine. A lot of good information in there, like we talked about last week. We're going to continue to beat that drum going into the future. But, with that, things are just kind of cranking along. We've got our OQMs coming up. Williamsburg is going to be in May, so that's right around the corner. It gets to where weeks tick by pretty quick anymore. So we're going to be joining a lot of people. I think our registrations are looking really robust for Williamsburg in Virginia. And then also we've got Boston coming up in July, and then, September with BCMC. So it kind of lines out summer really good for SBCA and all of our activities and events. We encourage anybody and everybody to attend any of those meetings. We are looking forward to having you. And with that, we can talk trusses, we can talk framing stuff, we can talk just about anything you want as far as construction industry goes. So we're really excited about things are happening here at SBCA. I'm going to sign off. Till next week, peaks up, press on, and we will talk to you later. Goodbye.